Penis. Hello! Say hello, everybody! Welcome! Hello, everybody! Good evening! I was... okay, that was not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say something else, but then as soon as I unmuted my mic, I forgot what I wanted to say. So, I don't know why, but I was like, oh man, I'm blanking. I don't know what to say. I'm drawing a blank. Penis? Question mark? Intrusive thoughts. It's true. You know, some people have very horrific intrusive thoughts, and I think about penis. It's... yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Slow, Understeer, Sakura, Taco, Undercover, Thiago, Mokash, Orange, Kawa, Bernie, Pal, JonJonH, Noble. Yippee. Oh my gosh. Slow, thank you for 4 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Jiro. I forgot who I greeted and who I didn't greet, so now I'm gonna just read off names from the chat. Whoop. Noble, Smoky, Thiago, Taco, Fox, Gummy, Firehill, Mokash, Zing, Maldoran, Buggered. Don't distract me when I'm trying to do something, okay? If you distract me, I'm never gonna be able to complete what I started off doing. Nico, Chaotix, Hoppy, Kuma, Trian, hello. Okay, listen, I'm not normally like this, okay? It's been a really long day, and it's so hot, it's like 1,000,000,000 degrees, and I missed you, so, can you really blame me? I don't think it's my fault. Oh my gosh, shiny pebble! Oh, yum. How are you doing today? Let's do a check-in. How are we feeling today? Oh yeah! By the way, I did add in new emotes. So okay, there's a really funny story behind these emotes. I'm gonna let you take a look at them first. I did have to kill off all of our temporary juice boxes, which is quite devastating. No more juice allowed in this household. I guess I have to change my Oshi marks. Not that it really matters, because YouTube took away the ability to even show off Oshi marks. So what is even the point? What is the point of living? Doing good, not terrible. Alright. Kawa didn't sleep today. Oh my gosh, go to bed. Well, I'm glad to hear that at least some of you guys had a okay, decent day. And for those of you who's not going through a very good time right now, hopefully it gets better soon. Yeah, no juice. No more juice allowed. You guys have to be really parched from now on. Completely thirsty. Well, welcome in, everyone. So, order of business today, we have... we're gonna talk a little bit about the Donathon situation. I want to get your opinion on some things. I think it's important to talk about my community, since you guys are the ones who's gonna be spending money. So I wanna know what you think is best and how you're feeling. But also, oh my god, Saucy Baka, spicy wings! 6 months of being a creature. Oh my holy moly, thank you so much. It's good to see you. And then after the Donathon yap, I guess it is inevitable, like Thanos, that we will touch a little bit on the G words that's been happening. I'm sure a lot of you have questions. Again, I can only speak for myself, and I'm not gonna talk on behalf of anyone else. So I will answer any questions you have regarding myself, and that is it. But I think it's only fair that we talk about that a little bit, since if I don't talk about it, people are going to bring it up. Either in public or privately, and I will shoot myself in the head. And then after that, we'll just yap. We'll have a good time yapping, okay? So that's our agenda. Why do we need an agenda? Because I'm a teacher, and it doesn't feel right to not have a shape of a day, you know? I almost bit my tongue singing that. Yeah. In Minecraft. Sorry, I should have clarified. You know, with like the mods and stuff, I can get a gun, and if you shoot yourself in the head, it's like Persona. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. You know what? Let's get that out of the way first. Actually. Let's talk about the G words first, because I don't want to go back to it. So yes. I trust you with a loaded firearm. You're so smart. You should trust me. I can definitely be trusted with any dangerous, violent weapons of any kind, especially a loaded firearm. I will definitely not hurt anyone, and I'll be very, very safe about it. I don't even know how, like, Persona 3 is possible. How is it allowed that you just shoot yourself in the head? That's like, what? What? I still can't wrap my head around it, but oh, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, we have incest games now, so I think it's okay for teenagers to shoot themselves in the head. Yeah. I trust you with the nuclear launch codes. Don't tell the government. Shh. Don't spill my secrets, you. I do have weapons of mass destruction. They're my ears. They're really big. So I'm actually a spy, and I like to listen in on all of the government secrets, and I sell them on the internet for rocks. For legal purposes, that is a joke, FBI man. Please do not attack me. I can't hear anything. In fact, I'm deaf. I can't hear anything. And this is why I'm always talking to myself, because I can't hear anything, like nothing at all. So I'm just yap. Gotta fill the void, you know. No government secrets here. Yeah, totally. I can pluck my ears off. Alright, so G words. Yes, they are happening. We have quite a couple of G words G-wording very soon. It's sad. Yeah, it's definitely quite sad. It's a difficult time for everybody, but you know, it is what it is. I don't really know what to say about it. I love my senpais all very, very much. They've worked very, very hard, and they deserve a whole ton of love and a whole ton of support. Obviously, people are leaving for various different reasons, and they're all completely 100% valid, and each person might have different experiences and different you know, reasons for why they want to stay or why they want to live, why they want to leave and also live. Yes, that is true. But at the end of the day, I just really hope that regardless of what anyone chooses, that they find the happiness and the success that they deserve, because they are just incredible people, incredible content creators, and incredible friends. Like, each and every single one of them, I love them. Honestly, I love them very, very much. And although it will be sad to part ways, but it's not like we're bidding farewell to any of them forever, right? So they'll be around, and we'll still be in touch. So yeah. Good luck to all of them, right? And I know a whole ton of people are worried about me, worried about talents who aren't necessarily leaving, or even talents that are like leaving. I mean, everyone's worried about everyone, right? But mostly I'm getting a lot of concerned citizens coming my way asking, are you gonna be okay? And the question is yes. I'm going to be okay. Obviously it's sad. I'm sad. Other than that, there won't be I was about to say there's not gonna be any change in my content. I'm still gonna be streaming, but like, look at my IRL situation. I got my hands full, guys. I got my hands full at the moment. I seriously like cannot think about anything else. And I'm not done with Cera yet. I think Cera still has a ways to go, and I am not ready to put her down yet. Yeah, I'm going through it, guys. So you know. But yeah, like I can't. Yeah, I'm not ready to take her out back yet, you know, and put her down yet. She's not old enough to go. She's still only 3 units old. No, don't take her to the ranch, please. But yeah, like you know, this is hard to talk about because obviously there are things that I can't say, but I also want to be respectful of each and every single individual, right? I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth. I don't want to cause further speculation or anything, right? Like, everyone's experience is different. The things that they're looking for are different as well. So, I don't necessarily feel like I'm in the position to speak on this topic. Turn into glue. Yeah, I'm not turning into glue yet. I'm not gonna go to the glue factory. Not just yet, okay? So no worries about that. So what I do want to say is that, you know, at the end of the day, all we can do is respect people's decisions, regardless of how much they can reveal and how much they can't reveal. Like, it's difficult. It's complicated. Especially when you're a corpo VTuber, right? There's so much that you have to navigate, and no, I just. That's my 2 cents on the situation. But I think for a lot of viewers, it's definitely a really, really difficult time, and understandably so, right? Like, you grow attached to this character, basically, this persona, and although the person behind it is still gonna be around, it is still saying goodbye to a good friend. I get it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, especially when you are watching corporate VTubers, I implore everybody to remember that a lot of it is very similar to a job. And how long do people stay at their jobs, right? Some people stay there their whole life. Like, I have coworkers who have stayed at their position their entire lives, and they're about to retire, which is very, very progress champion, very, very cool. And there are some people who dip their toes in a certain area and then they go somewhere else and they try something else. You know, it's quite normal. I don't think it's the end of the world, but I also don't want to downplay it at all because I know it's not just a job. This is very different from working like a regular job, so I get it. But the J word. But if you put things into perspective like that, I think it does make it a little bit easier, like an easier pill to swallow, I guess. It doesn't make it better, but if you think about it that way, I think it gives you a little more perspective, right? And people look for very different things at their jobs. Some people want money. Some people need to feel fulfillment. Some people literally work their jobs for their coworkers, right? And just because two people work at one place, that doesn't necessarily mean that their experiences are going to be the same either. So I think it can be quite harmful to have a very blanket statement of a workplace. So what I'm trying to get at is that you should send your Oshis lots of love, respect the decision that they're making, and support them in whatever way you can. Because it's not an easy time, but I hope that you're able to understand that everyone has to walk their own path, and everyone's experiences are completely different, and no one's experiences are wrong. And I guess for me, I know you're watching my stream, so you're probably more curious about what the fuck I'm doing. But for me, I don't have any plans of shaking it up or moving around. So you don't really have to worry about that. Am I doing okay? Yes. I understand when big changes like this happen, obviously there are more, I guess, negative sentiments floating around, which I completely understand as well. And if it makes you uncomfortable to continue supporting me, I also understand that. It makes sense, and I don't hold it against you. But what I do want to assure you is that I'm an adult. I am not a baby, despite being 3 units old. And I am quite capable of making decisions that I think are in my best interest. So that is what I will continue to do. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about me. I'm not like... I'm not like stuck here slaving away or anything, okay? So, yeah, just keep that in mind. And if things do change in the future, I'm not saying that it will. People, okay, when I say this, people are obviously gonna be like, oh my god, she said it, that means blah 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 blah. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop. But life happens, right? I just think if changes were to happen in the future, I will be transparent about it, and you don't have to worry, okay? I know every time I stream, I have to be like so careful when I talk about like serious topics because every single fucking time someone takes it out of context and they put words in my mouth and they're like, okay, but what if she actually meant this? When I am saying straight up to you, no, this is what I mean. Like, shut up. Thiago, thank you so much for the soup. Oh, what the fuck are the Toyota allegations 2025 and do I want to know? Exactly, and this is why I just like to talk about ooh babies and penis and like poo and pee. And obviously, I know I'm being a little bit aggressive about this. I didn't really want to talk about this, but you know, if I don't talk about it, people are gonna keep making speculations and hounding me about it. So I kind of feel like it's kind of thrust into this, but I do want to say that from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys so much. I know that you'll stick with me through the thick and the thin, and regardless of whatever decision it is that I make, I know that you'll be with me through it all. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. You can stop asking me questions about this now. I don't have any plans at all to shake it up, okay? Yeah, sometimes you just really have to detach yourself from the internet because, Super chat. You know, a lot of people like to talk about these things even though they've never watched a single stream before. Like they've never even heard of us, and then they see these graduation announcements and they're like, "Oh my god, what if this? What if that?" And that's like, that pisses me off so bad because I don't think that like even the graduating talents would appreciate all of this, all of these narratives being spun, right? Like they've worked hard to get here, and I'm sure they just want to spend that time with their community, the people who have actually been with them this whole time and supporting them, you know? Like, I don't know, it just gets on my nerves. Sarah, would you like to comment on the pee-pee poo-poo allegations relating to the brother-boyfriend incident of 1986?
Was that the bite of 87?
That's it. I heard Micflare was back in the hospital again. I don't know what for, but... Sorry, the bite of 87 just reminded me of Markiplier. Right, so I don't have anything else I really want to talk about relating to this situation. If you have any questions, this is a good time to ask me right now, and if I am able to answer them, of course I will answer them. If I am not able to answer them, I will tell you to jump off a cliff in Minecraft. Very politely, of course. I'll do it with as much love as I can muster, but... Any questions? I'm doing finger guns. You can't see me doing finger guns, but I do a whole ton of finger guns and it is really cringe. Question, is the mitochondria the powerhouse of the cell? I believe so. So what the mitochondria actually does is that it beep beep boop boop beep 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 boop boop beep beep boop. That's what it does, and it powers the cell. And if I don't have Minecraft, then you're gonna have to install League of Legends. Roblox? I don't know. Roblox has a whole Google Docie out about it right now. Are you happy working at GLOBIE? I'm quite happy, you know. Obviously, my experience is just wholly my experience. I can't talk on behalf of anybody else's experience. So don't be like, oh, Sarah is happy. That means she's a bitch because everybody else is unhappy. Or Sarah's happy. That means everybody else must be a bitch because they're unhappy. Or whatever, right? Like, shut the fuck up. But, personally, I get to do what I like doing. I have a lot of freedom over my content. I get support that I need. And, you know, obviously there are things that I wish could be different. Obviously there are things that I wish could be improved. But I think it's just... it's just life, right? No workplace I've ever worked at has ever been perfect. I don't know, maybe some of you guys are lucky and have the perfect job with the perfect bosses and management and supervisors and coworkers. But I have never had the luxury of experiencing that before, so I can't say like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's so perfect here. But you know, I'm not miserable. And I think for me, this is why I said like everybody has different experiences, right? And people, they have different things that they're looking for. For me, I think that it's not a bad fit for me because I'm not looking for what other people might be looking for. Other people might be looking for more idol work. Other people might be looking for more voiceover work and stuff like that, right? You join agencies for different reasons and you have different goals that you want to accomplish. For me, that's not anywhere near my niche. It's not what I really care for or even enjoy doing. Like, I think I would kill myself in Minecraft, of course, if I was forced to dance and sing, you know, for events and stuff. Like, I don't want to do that whatsoever. I'm not an idol. Like, I would love to be an idol one day. I would love to dance and sing. It's not like I dislike it, but I just don't have that time or the energy in my life right now to spend on doing any of that, right? So I think it's a good fit for me because I am getting what I'm looking for. At least in my current position. You know, like, one day I would love to take singing lessons or dancing lessons. I would love to be on stage, but I think I would be really miserable if I was forced to do that right now without the proper, like, practice or training. Like, I don't have time to do any of that. But yeah, it's not like, oh, I hate it, I don't want to do it. It is a dream and a goal that I have, but I have to be realistic about these things, you know? Sarah, can you please comment on the Google Baby glue collapse? I think it's because everybody just loves their mother so much, Miss Super Freak, that it's very difficult to turn her into the glue factory, which has caused a considerable shortage in Google Baby glue. I think that's a problem that we all have to face as a community, but it's not one that we can easily solve because I also do not turn my Goo Goo Baby mothers into glue. I just can't bear it. And also for me, it's like I don't think I could ever be indie. I know that sounds like so crazy to say. I know there's this misconception. Well, I don't know if it's a misconception because it's different for everyone, right? But I guess like the general vibe nowadays is that you're better off as an indie, right? And I think for me, that's definitely not true. And I think that's the case for a lot of people as well. Which is why you see a lot of girls, they might not make sense to a lot of viewers, but the corpo stability is quite nice for some of us, and it's difficult to give that up. And again, I don't want you to take what I'm saying and generalize it to everybody else, because that is not the case. Plenty of people thrive as indies, right? Plenty of people love being indie, and they would never ever go corporal, right? But for me, I just don't think I could ever do it. I just don't have the time. Right now I have management. I have a team taking care of events, taking care of merch, taking care of my projects. I cannot fathom having to do any of that on my own. Like, I'm not saying I've never done any of it on my own. I definitely have, but that was a very different point in my time, and I think that with everything going on in my life right now, it's very, very difficult to go back to that. And if I were to go back to that, I don't think I would be a very consistent content creator. Not that I'm saying I'm very consistent right now, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know how much of this I can actually talk about, but I think this is okay, right? Like, for example, streamers, they don't just hit the go live button and stream for 3 hours a day. That's not all they do. There's a lot of back-end stuff that has to be done, and it is a lot of work, right? It is so much work. Even with management helping me, I still find myself doing so much. And I can't imagine having to do all of it. And it's not even time, but it's also like money. Do you know how much it costs to like host events? Do you know how much it costs to plan merchandise, to attend like conventions? It's crazy out there, guys. And I think everybody has this like opinion that, oh, the corpo is taking a cut of their income, so you must make more when you're indie, right? And again, this is just my experience, but like, people really, really don't take into consideration how much you have to invest in VTubing. I mean, sure, if all I do is go live every day, then yeah, that's cheap. I don't really have to spend that much money outside of my debut and basic stream equipment and stuff, right? But that's not all there is to streaming. And if I want to keep up the level of the content that I'm creating now, as well as the events that I am planning, and merch, things like that, it would be a huge sum of money monthly. Yeah, editors aren't cheap. Like, yes, you can in fact edit your own shorts and your own videos, but I have a day job. I care for my family, and I am doing a master's degree right now. So I don't have time to sit through every single VOD, edit everything, and make shorts. Oh my god, you guys know how time consuming it is to make shorts. Like I can't do that shit. And outsourcing it as an indie, like, do you guys know how much it costs to make one short? Like, be so for real. Like, okay, maybe I can afford the shorts, but can I afford getting my VODs edited? Can I afford getting my ASMR VODs edited? Like, shut up. Like, okay, but Sarah, other people do it. I mean, yeah, other people are just better than me, okay? I'm not very good. I'm not very good. I've only recently started being more forward with my money begging from my community. I'm really bad at this. I don't really know how to monetize myself very well, so and when you say, like, maybe you can ask your friends to do that, I mean, do you ask your friends to do unpaid labor for you? I think that's like the worst thing that you can ever do to your friends. Like, I firmly believe that, right? Like, you don't be friends with them then. They don't owe you their work. Like, artists, they don't owe you free art just because you're friends. Editors, they don't owe you free edits just because they're your friends, right? Like, and especially in the VTubing sphere, everybody is doing their own stuff. Like, everybody is busy.
Super chat.
Thiago, thank you. It's okay, Sarah. We can beg for you, chat. Did you know soup is free today? Thank you. You guys are the best. Slow, thank you. Thank you guys so much for the soups. Yeah, but how often do you move? Do you move like 3 times every week? Because if I'm getting my friends to work with me, then they're gonna be working like I'm gonna be putting them on the clock, you know? Hi, Mila! My friends, yeah, it's true. My friends do owe me free labor just because I'm cute and silly like that. Yeah, I already forced my mods to work for me for free, okay? And I already feel bad enough about that. But yeah, I hope that puts things a little bit in a little bit more perspective for everyone, but also, like, I don't want to seem like I'm a corporal bootlicker or anything. I understand. It doesn't work for everyone. And that's totally okay. Like, it's you win some, you lose some situation, right? When you're indie, you do have that freedom. You can do literally whatever you want, and you are your own boss. And that's a wonderful feeling. I think, especially when you're in such a creative field, so much of your passion and creative energy is being channeled into what you do. It's really, really difficult having to get so much of that approved, right? When you're in a corporal, when you're in an indie, you don't really have to. When you're in an indie, you don't have to, like, worry much about any of that, right? You just go for it and do what makes you happy. So, of course, I don't think there's anything wrong with being corporal or anything wrong with being indie. It's just, what are you looking for, right? And what works the best for you. The biggest corpo is indie. That is true. You are still working and you're still a professional. Yeah, that's just my take on this. I know it's a lot. Yeah. Very true, Thiago. Like, you can do whatever you want, but you also shoulder the risks. Like, if your merch doesn't sell well, you're the one taking that loss. You're tanking, right? If your event doesn't end up going well, you're the one taking that loss as well. It's not much of a safety net when you're working on your own, but there is also just so much more to gain. And it's just dependent on what you're looking for. So I don't want anyone to get, oh my gosh, I just know people are going to be like, oh, Sarah, oh my gosh, she's a corporal bootlicker. Blah, 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 blah. Like, have you even watched this stream? Just listening comprehension. I'm just saying that context matters. It really, really, really does depend on who you are, what you're looking for, what you're capable of shouldering at the moment, and yeah, you go from there, right? No, for real. Oh my god, I just know. It's gonna piss me off so bad. But oh well. Just goes to show who doesn't actually watch me and who's a fake serotonin. Ba. Don't PMO me off, stop. There was something I said the other day, and I didn't even know I was doing that. You know, the PMO me off or the SMH my head. Rip in pieces. You know, I said something else the other day, and my friends, they looked at me and they were like, "Why would you say that?" And then I remember that my friends are all normies and they don't even know I'm a streamer, and that must have really confused them. I forgot what it was that I said. Oh yeah, I do unironically say chai tea though. Whenever I order like a chai latte, I'm like, can I get a chai tea latte, please? Oh yeah, ATM machine. That one is a normie pill for sure. If I remember, I'll just say it randomly later. Burger, cheeseburger, please. Oh my god, wait, pin number is one too. Oh my god, I say that all the time. Have you called your friend's chat yet? No, thankfully. Thankfully not yet. Oh my god. That'd be so embarrassing. So yeah, that's all I have to say on this. Any last questions? Yeah, like for real. If things turn out differently, if things change, then I'm gonna make the decision that's best for myself, right? So I don't want you guys to worry about me. I am capable of handling this part of my life at least. I may be stupid, but I'm like the mature kind of stupid, okay? Oh yeah, I keep in contact with everyone who has passed away. Everyone who is no longer of this world. But also, I know this is a little bit like disheartening, or I don't know, a little bit cynical, or maybe just like, I don't know, am I rude for saying this? It's like popping your bubble or something, but it's very much just like coworkers, right? When you leave a job, maybe like you hang out with a couple coworkers that you were really close to, but eventually people move on with their lives, and if you bump into each other, you're still gonna love each other and be friendly with each other. That's not gonna change, but eventually people just grow apart, and sucks, but it is what it is, right? Doesn't mean we can't still appreciate the time that we've spent together, and still appreciate the friendship that we had, and maybe in the future we can always reconnect, right? Damn, I'm sorry. This conversation must make me look ancient. It must make me seem like I have lived for at least 50 years or something. Yeah, like I mean, I don't want to say it's unusual, but maybe uncommon for someone to stay in a singular position. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't happen a lot. I mean, with teaching, it does actually happen a ton. And like, a teacher gets their first classroom and then they never move classrooms ever, and then they just retire there. That actually does happen a lot. But like, in other fields, it's quite rare, and you know, 'tis life. Yeah, right? And then sometimes people just find other opportunities. They want to try other things. They want to do other things. And they just want to move on. It is what it is, right? I know. So much life experience for a 3-unit-old carbuncle who's lived in a cave her entire life. Yeah, I think for like admin at least, principals and vice principals, they do have to shift quite frequently, but a lot of like teachers that I know, unless they have like life changes that make them move around, especially the older teachers, they're like, I'm gonna settle here, this is my home from now on till forever. So it's not all that weird. And I hope that makes things feel a little bit better, a little bit less distressing. Even though I know it doesn't help. It doesn't take away the sadness that you're gonna feel bidding your Oshi farewell, right? But knowing my senpais, knowing that the people that I work with, each and every single one of them are incredible and very, very capable people. You don't have to worry about them, you know? They blow me away, like, honestly. So yeah, just have faith in them and enjoy whatever time you have left with them, right? You're in Japan, Kent? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Hopefully you're having a good time there. I'm sweating like crazy. Oh my god. Okay, let's talk Donathon. Since I've already addressed the G words, if you ever bring up the G word in front of me ever again, I will shoot you with a Nerf gun. I got a text from my brother. I'm like so worried that he's going to text me and be like, they're discharging me tomorrow. I would be dead. Oh my god. But no news yet, so that's good news, at least for now. At least for now, that's good news. I had a very, very cute Ceratonin send me a Morrow, quite concerned about the situation. I'm not gonna share the name because I don't know if they want me to share the name, but they were like, I looked into how much it costs to get an at-home caretaker. And I was like, yeah. So that's not possible, by the way. Good night, Firehill. Sleep well. Don't even think about it. Oh my god. Yes, Thiago, I am very afraid that he will graduate from the hospital. I know, it was very sweet, but it was also very funny because that wasn't even like an option I would ever consider. I just know, like, oh my gosh, we would die. Like, the money that we would lose. Biscuit, hello, thank you so much for 2 months. I hope you're having a wonderful day at work and enjoy your lunch. Okay, yes, we have not talked about the Donathon. I started off with the G word speech because I thought may as well address this before I get more people questioning me. But Donathon, okay, so first, if any management who is not in the loop decide to pop into the stream or watch the VOD and they're like, why is Sarah talking about this? I have received express permission to speak of this. So, voila, I'm gonna talk about it now. So, Donathon, I do have all of the goals, all of the milestones, all of the incentives. All of that is basically approved. We have just ran into a couple of hiccups that I think, I don't know, I want to make the decision together with you guys. Basically what is happening is I had originally planned this Donathon long time ago, but I wasn't really like in a hurry to really host it. I was kind of on the fence about it as well because I really hate asking for money, and the whole point of a Donathon is to ask for money, right? And I just could not decide whether or not I wanted to go through with it. So I kept putting it off. But now with my life situation changing drastically, I need that money, and I would prefer to get that money as soon as possible, because honestly, I don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'm not sure at what point I may need to empty out my savings. So, the timing of the donathon is something that I guess I wasn't able to decide on, and I wasn't able to come to a satisfactory conclusion with management on this one. So I wanted to ask for your opinion, what you think would be best, because I don't want this event to just be like, oh, please give me money. I want it to be something fun for the community as well, right? I want the community, my community.
Wow, thank you so much for the treasure.
I didn't ask for money. No, I didn't take it back. Money. I'm gonna force Streamlabs to refund you, Mulder. Think you won't. So I don't know. I want it to be special, and I want it to be an event that's fun for everybody, right? And I want you guys to enjoy it too. I don't want it to just be like, oh, you're gonna throw money at me, great, and now I'm gonna take it and run. So originally, I had planned to have the donathon sometime in September, because I have a couple of weeks off from school in September, because I asked for a little bit of time for my family. So I thought that would be a good time for me to host the donathon. But I recognize that all the graduations are happening in September, and it does look a little bit bad. It's a little bit tone deaf to be oh my gosh, you should give me this money while my senpais are all graduating and leaving this company, but you should definitely support me and my company. Right? I'm like, but it is what it is. That was a pill I was willing to swallow, because I seriously don't know what's gonna happen next. If they discharge my brother, then we're gonna need that money, especially if he's not able to care for himself yet, if he's not able to walk around yet, you know. I can't afford to wait. It's just not feasible, right? But that being said, there's also another problem with it being in September. If it was going to happen in September, I would have it at the end of September after all of the graduations, so I would never like overshadow any graduations or make any of that about me, right? Like, I would be having it at the end of September anyway, after the graduations have graduated. But another issue with that is that management told me that if I wanted the subathon, donathon to be in September, then I would not be able to have any physical merchandise as goals or milestones. And originally I really wanted at least a daki, right? I want to at least be able to put a daki on the goals. I wanted a plushie on the goals as well. And I don't really understand the reasoning behind why I won't be able to have any of that if I did it in September. I am quite confused, but that was just what they told me, and yeah, So, what they suggested was that we instead have the Donathon in November, and as long as the milestones and the goals for the Daki, I think the plushie, we're still talking logistics for the plushie, but the Daki has been okayed. If I have the Donathon in November, as long as the goals are reached and everything, we can go ahead with physical merch. Yeah, I couldn't tell you why. Stickers, I can definitely still pitch that since we haven't had any like discussions regarding, okay, this is what we want to do for the subathon. I just have a plan. I have my milestones, but I can still change them. They're not set in stone. Well, here's the thing. So even if I have the Donathon in November, the merch wouldn't even be available in November. So I don't really understand. But my two options are have it at the end of September or have it in November. If I have it in September, I won't be able to include any physical merchandise for any of the milestones. But if I did it in November, I would be free to include physical merchandise as milestones. So I just wanted to see what your opinion on this was. I have always wanted, like, I know Mimy was so kind and so sweet to commission that Daki art for us, but I also want like an official Daki and other merch too, right? So it is a bummer. It is a bummer. For me, September works best because I am less. I mean, I don't want to say less stressed because who knows what's gonna happen, right? Who knows what's going to happen? But I don't have to worry about school for a little bit, so I'll be able to really focus on making the Donathon as special as I can, I guess. But that's not to say that if I did it in November, I wouldn't do my best for it. I would still do my best for it, of course. But September works better for me because I have more free time. But it also, oh yeah, it's expensive to buy merch with all the taxes and tariffs going on right now. At least for Americans, right? So yeah, more time in September for me, and it is sooner, which means that if anything happens at all and I need to dip into my savings, it would make me feel a lot better and more secure, but it's not like I'm gonna go bankrupt if I don't have a Donathon in September, right? Like that's also an issue. I'm saying like, yes, I do need that money, but also I'm not gonna die if I don't have that money 2 months earlier. But in November, it gives me more time to prepare, definitely, so I don't have to like scramble. But I feel like I've prepared for most things already, but yeah, it gives me more time to prepare if it was in November, and that would mean that we get more rewards. We get physical merch that I've been wanting for a really long time. I'm sure that you guys have been wanting for a long time as well, right? So we whale in September and Donathon. Shut up, Taco. And the thing with it being in November is that I also have our Gen 3 1-year anniversary in November. So I would most likely be combining the two events. So it would basically be a 1-year anniversary Donathon then. Which I don't know. I guess maybe it's better, or I can't really tell if it's better or worse. Oh my god. Sorry. Yeah, and September a lot of people are going back to school. I mean, I don't know. I feel like most of my audience, I checked my analytics and I have more people in their 60s than people who are school-aged children. So I mean, I understand that people lie when they make their YouTube accounts, but I just thought it was funny. We really don't get a whole ton of children in here. Most people are at least young adults. But yeah, September, a lot of people are going back to school. Vexpo is around the corner as well. So I understand, and of course the graduations. That is a huge thing too, right? So I guess I don't know. Either or works for me. I don't have. I mean, I guess I have a preference. I'm being really wishy-washy about this. I do have a preference, but I have two preferences. Like obviously, I want the physical merch. I want to make this a big event. Big event with big rewards, right? I want the physical merch, and I want to be able to deliver that for you guys. But I also think that it would help a bit more if I were to receive the money earlier. Yeah, there's benefits to both. There's drawbacks to both. I guess I'm not leaning towards either or. They both work for me. They're not like, it's not like if I delay it to November, I'll die on the spot, right? But yeah, so I guess it's whatever works best for you guys. Well, I can't go in October because in October I still wouldn't be able to get merch. They said November. I don't know why. I don't know why. They were so keen on it being in November, but it's either September or November. But yeah, I think we can also like just, if November is a better time for you guys, I'm fine with that. But if my situation develops, would you guys be okay with me saying, hey, look, so this is happening. Can I have some money? I would first of all, probably not do that unless I am in a very, very, very dire situation. So don't worry. Chances are that's not going to happen, but that's just like a worst case scenario. I don't know. I detest asking people for money. I can't even like.
Wow, thank you so much for the
Mold.
treasure.
You're gonna make me mold. You know that.
Yes, you can have some
Thank
money.
you. And it's already. It's like. It's already such a terrible feeling having to host a donathon. I know it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be exciting. But you know, my Chinese upbringing really making me feel a whole ton of guilt here. Maybe, you know, being a content creating or a creator, a VTuber, you know, not the best choice for someone who's not able to monetize herself. And I still feel bad for that, crayons. So I guess no, I'll write the sticker idea down actually. I'll just send it to management right now. Hi. If we have the donathon in November, can I pitch a sticker merch as well? Sorry. Typing up a business message right here on stream. I'm gonna do this right now because if I don't do this right now, I'm gonna forget. Okay. You guys are so sweet. Even talking about this is making me feel quite bad. But you know what, let me pull up the document that I have written down right here. Other than like oh, why am I losing my voice? I'm not like sick or anything, and I really haven't been talking. What the heck is this? What? Not that. Okay, so other than like the physical merch aspect of things not working out as smoothly as I expected it to work out, everything else has been improved, and I am I'm quite surprised that so many of these were approved. I have a couple of really crazy stretch goals that I put on there. I'm not expecting to hit those at all. Dread, the cursed 69k goal is on there. I want you to know. Noble, thank you so much for 6 months. You're very, very sweet. Thank you for half year as a Ceravant, my love. Yes, I have the cursed 69k goal, which they didn't even they didn't even question what this was, by the way, but they were just like, okay. I don't think they really care about the stretch goals because they don't expect us to get there. I have some crazy ones just for fun. It's just for fun. It's not like I'm aiming for those at all, but I think it would be really silly to just have it on the graphic at least. So I guess I can talk about it. This is not like I'm leaking anything important. I'm leaking my own event. Who's gonna who's gonna stop me? 6.9k? No, 69k. 69,000. So of course, for our cursed $69,000 stretch goal, I have the dreaded irritable bowel syndrome ASMR stream, in which I consume a whole ton of dairy products. And probably imagine what happens next. But that's a silly one I have on there. Yeah, 69 shouldn't happen. And yeah, no, they didn't even bat an eye, and I was like, okay, cool. So we're not gonna do that. Unless, I don't know, Mr. Beast tunes into the stream and decides that he's a little bit of a freak himself. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it will be really funny to talk about. It'll be really funny to talk about. DMing Mr. Beast right now. Other than that, I have a couple of other stretch goals that involves me singing, which is, I know, crazy. I have never, ever sang once, like, seriously, for real. As a VTuber. Oh, hi, Maeve! So, I have a couple of those. Not looking forward to those ones. But I put them at some crazy high milestones as well. So, so I'm hoping we don't reach that. What is it again? I was just talking to chat about this. I was saying how I originally wanted it to be in September, but I was told that if I had it in September, I wouldn't be able to get physical merch for any of the milestones. So they suggested that I have it in November. By the way, this is all approved. I can talk about this. And we were just discussing what would work best, right? Because you know my situation. My wife, shit sucks right now, and money would be good to have, but I also really want that merch because I want to make it special for my community. So I don't know. We're still discussing it, going over it, seeing what would work best. Yeah, I was just telling them about a couple of the goals that I have put. Giving them a little taste, a little teaser. We have a couple of quite suspect goals on here as well. I'm like so surprised that any of this has been approved, but it has, and I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous for a couple of these, but I am willing to be very, very brave for all of you. I am willing to step out of my comfort zone. Metamorphosis, as they say. Don't read that. Yeah, no takesy backsies. You approved. You can't say no anymore. I think they at least look through it because they originally I had other plans which they were like, okay, that actually isn't gonna work. So I think they did look through it. If they didn't say anything about these, that means it's okay. Yeah, it'll be a VOD of me actually robbing a real life bank. I'm gonna just be like vlogging everything and be like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm robbing a bank. Come with me. And it'll be really crazy and I will end up in jail, but that's okay. Anything for the content. Are there any funny ones that they said you couldn't do that you can share? I don't think like they said I couldn't do anything. There were just a couple of like logistical and like TOS issues that they were like, actually this wouldn't work. They didn't really shoot down any of my ideas, which I appreciated, but it was just like, I don't know, it had things to do with like YouTube and other platforms. So yeah. Good night, Mike. Sleep well. So yeah, so I said so like 50 times. Hi Logan, I'm good. I'm really hot right now. Like sweating like crazy. Okay, yeah. That's what I wanted to ask your opinion on. So September or November, but I think from what I've seen, people are willing to wait till November so that we can get the merch. And if I need help, if I'm desperate for help or an emergency occurs, I will reach out and let you guys know. But if all goes smoothly, then you don't have to worry about me, and we'll be able to have a real blast in November. So we're doing Taco's idea? I think only Taco might be doing Taco's idea. I don't know. Taco's insane. Stop! No. Don't do Taco's idea. I have vetoed Taco's idea right here and right now. But if that's the case, then I think I am going to be combining this donathon with my 1-year anniversary celebration, and it'll just be a 1-year anniversary donathon. So that's all the celebration you're gonna get for my 1-year anniversary, okay? We're just gonna have a donathon in which you throw money at me and I don't give a fuck about you. People's gonna take that out of context. People, don't take it out of context. I swear to God, motherfucker. Do not clip this. People are gonna clip it and they're gonna be like, can you believe this VTuber? How dare she exploit her community like that? Yeah, so if that's okay with you guys, I guess we will go ahead with that in November. I'll let management know so that we can have those merchandise milestones. It really sucks with like, hey, good night, Slow, sleep well, okay? With all of like the tariffs and the taxes going on right now.
Wow, thank you so much for the treasure.
Mold? I am molding. Your name is correct now.
Exploited.
Get exploited. Thanks. I love being exploited, and I love exploitation as well. And they liked it? That's gonna be the title of the clip, isn't it? Oh my god. Good night, Sniper! Thank you so much for hanging out. Sleep well. What was I saying? Brain fart. Okay, so funny story. Today I was in the middle of working on some of my school projects, and then one of my older coworkers, she said that her son, I don't know how old he is actually. I should probably ask, but I know she has a young son, and it was going to be his birthday in 2 weeks. And she asked, since school's gonna start up again, would we like to host something on the playground after school just for the kids? And I was like, okay, great, I'll be there, I'll help out. And then I was like, I should probably get her son like a present, right? I think that would be nice. Good night, Noble. And then I wanted to Google like what toys kids play with these days. And I wanted to Google like toys for boys, and I ended up Googling boy toys. I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right. It's like, that doesn't look right. That's me. Okay, so surprisingly, it wasn't anything suspect, but it also wasn't like what I was looking for. So thankfully, I didn't have to see a whole bunch of really suspect things. I know, I feel like this kid might be a little bit too young for a Beyblade, but I think kids still really like Beyblades. But I think adults also really like Beyblades. Yeah, now it's in my search history forever and ever and ever. I think Beyblades are on the up and up with adults. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, yeah, kids still enjoy it, but I think the main target audience right now, are the adults who have a lot of time and money on their hands. But I did not end up finding a gift for the kids, so I'm gonna have to keep looking. I'll probably have to ask what age he's turning, but then I feel like a fraud. Like, it kind of seemed like everybody else already knew how old he was turning. Kind of weird. It's kind of weird to be asking. By the way, I'm like stupid. How old is your son? Roblox. Okay, maybe for an older kid, but I think this is like probably a toddler, maybe like 3. So probably get like, I don't know, jumbo blocks or something. Oh, Fortnite then. Lego? Like those big Lego, yeah. Like not any of the smaller Legos. Yeah, right? I've never really had to shop for a baby. Like, what do you buy? Like, if it's a newborn, you buy some diapers, like some necessities for the parents. But like, when they're still like a toddler, a baby, like what do you get them? A blanket is cute. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, what if I'm like completely wrong and the kid is like 7? And I show up with like with some fucking Duplo blocks and a blanket. Okay, maybe I will have to ask. Okay, fine, I'll ask. Get him a hard copy of the Bluey game on Nintendo Switch. If they're too young, at least they'll have fun licking the cartridge. I think only older adult women that are mothers enjoy licking cartridges. I think you're incorrect, hot chick. A Sarah Daki, yeah, let me just like give this kid the most inappropriate gift ever. What? Do it the old way and gift him a sword? Yes, I will gift him a sword and his parents will hate me forever. Never, ever, ever gift a kid anything sharp, a weapon, or like a stick. Like, never do it. The parents will hate you for the rest of their lives. Hey, yo, can we get this kid a gifted membership? A contribution to his retirement fund? That is so true. You know, why don't I just like, why don't we have a donathon for this kid's college fund, guys? Music? Yeah. Also, never get anything that, like, makes a lot of sounds and a lot of noise. Like, there are a lot of, like, toys for little babies. When you press on them, they make loud noises and they flash. I get it, but, parents will also kill you. Buy him stocks? I don't even buy myself stocks, guys. Not financially literate. I need a big literate man to do that for me. And unfortunately, they're all over the internet right now. And, you know, I can't really just give my banking information to you bozos over the internet. What if you scam me? Buy him an LOL gift card? Funny story, I actually went to... I wasn't gonna buy Riot Points, but I went to EB Games, which is like our GameStop over here. And I remember I used to buy like Riot Point gift cards all the time with my allowance after school. And I went back, I was so nostalgic, and I was like, I went back to look at it, and they only sell Valorant gift cards now. I'm a prince from Wakanda. Send me $200 and send back 1 million, please. I feel bad for the people who fall for that, honestly. I know. They don't have League of Legends Riot Points anymore. They only sell Valorant gift cards now. It's crazy. I was so upset. But yeah, I am glad EB Games is back. I honestly, like, I don't know what happened. It was kind of a blur. I feel like COVID just, like, ruined everything for me. It went from, like, EB Games to GameStop. I don't even know when it went back to EB Games. I honestly still thought it was GameStop. Doesn't League let you convert other gift cards like Subways to get... Wait, what? Is that true, or are you pulling that out of your bum? Why have I never heard of that before? Yeah, apparently EB Games is back. I don't even know, like, when they went from EB Games to GameStop and back to EB Games. I mean, EB Games sells a lot of Funko Pops too, which is really, really such a shame. Creating a wallet with financial products? That would actually be so cute and super helpful. I'm not kidding you. What? A friend of mine would use Bing reward points to get gift cards and turn them into riot points? How is that happening? Like, what do you mean? Do you, like, call up riot headquarters and be like, hey, I have a Subway gift card. Can I have riot points? Like, what? Can you still do that? What is happening? That boggles my mind. It's in the payment info section when buying riot points. Is that still a thing? Did they get rid of it? What? What? I'm logging into League of Legends right now. Don't mind me, guys. You're gonna hear it in the background. I just had to see for myself, okay? Yeah, and like I can't really blame them for not selling games when so many games are like, I don't know, digital now, right? And you can just buy games so much easier on like Amazon. So you have to adapt. But I'm just not a big fan of Funko Pops. I think they're freaking ugly. Sorry to Funko Pop enjoyers and collectors. Oh my gosh, is that the sound of the League of Legends client? Yes, yes it is. How do I even purchase riot points? See more options? See less options? I don't think you can do it anymore. I don't... What? I don't see it anymore. It's just credit card, PaySafe, PayPal, and pay on your phone. Man. I can't believe this. Is this a sign of recession? Okay, logging out now. I think the only Funko Pops I like are the Pokemon ones, but out of... out of my dislike for all Funko Pops, I refuse to get any of them. Even the cute Pokemon ones. Oh, my voice. What? Is it just not, like, available for me? Yeah, maybe it's region locked. You guys are trying to gaslight me into thinking something's real when it was never even real for me. Americans, am I right, guys? Them goddamn Americans. Gaslighting me. I mean, yeah, I think if you get them as gifts, then it is what it is. You can't really be like, ew, that's so disgusting. Take that shit back. You just kind of have to like eat it. You're like, oh, thanks. That's cool. Yeah, no, amiibos are pretty cool, yeah. I don't know why they didn't release more amiibos or like cooler amiibos, I guess. They could have been really, really cool. I mean, they were cool for a bit, but they could have kept being cool, you know? Exactly, I'm a Nendoroid collector. I have a whole ton. I don't really like taking them out of the box, which I know doesn't really make sense because I'm not looking to like resell them or anything. But I just buy them and I hoard them. It's so hard. It's so hard to display them in their boxes because their boxes are so clunky. And yes, of course, I have so many plushies. They have taken over the guest bed as well because I don't have room in my in my bedroom anymore. How many nanoids? Oh boy, I've never counted. I have just for Gojo alone, I have 4. I think I'm missing one Gojo Nendoroid. I haven't been able to track that one down, but so far I have 4 Gojos. I have a couple of Token Rambu. I don't play that game anymore, but I have, I think, 2 or 3 Token Rambu Nandos. I have okay, I don't really collect them in sets. I just collect whichever character I like. So it's really all over the place, okay? One of the Gojos is in chat. Yes, that's why I don't have the final Gojo to complete my Gojo collection. I have a couple of Hatsune Miku Nandos as well. Those are super cute. I have a cinnamon roll Nando. I have Pom Pom Pudding Nando. I have a couple of VTuber Nandos. I have I think this. Oh, I have a Hamtaro one. That one is really random as well. I don't know why I bought the Hamtaro one, but it was really cute. I have another really random one. I have Asagiri Gen from Dr. Stone. just him. I don't even have anyone else from Dr. Stone. Another really random one is a Raihon. Yeah, Raihan. I call him Kibana because that's his Japanese name and that's what's on the on the box. But that one's really random. That's my only Pokemon Nendo for some reason. Very random. Hi, Harper. And yeah, Pom Pom finally defeated the evil dog that is Cinnamon Roll. Finally. Yeah, I have the Mentalist. He's my favorite character from Dr. Stone. I have a Black Butler set. So I have Sebastian and I have CL. I have a couple of Persona 5 ones as well. I know I have Joker. I don't actually remember which ones I had. Yeah, I know I had more than just Joker, but I can confirm that I have Joker for sure. And I have a couple of Attack on Titan ones as well. I have Hanji, Erwin, and Levi. I have the Zhongli one from Genshin Impact. I really wanted the Venti one, but the Venti one sold out like immediately. I was waiting for the release and it just disappeared right in front of my very eyes. So I only have Zhongli. This is quite tragic. I have a couple of Bang Dream Nendos as well. I was really into idols for a bit and I love Bang Dream. Yeah, I know all the names of my plushies. Trying to think. I know I have more, but because they're in boxes and I barely look at them, it's like, why do I buy them? It's a waste of money, which is why now I don't buy them anymore because I need money now. Yeah, that's All I can list off of the top of my head. Not a very smart spender, I don't think. Money, paycheck. Let me spend that on toys or action figures. Yes, exactly. Buy them just to put them in a box that's in another box. And then your mom questions, what the fuck did you buy? And you're like, oh, you know, a toy. And she's like, why do you do this? You don't even play with it. I'm like, Mom, they're not to be played with, Mom. You don't understand. You don't play with anime figurines. It's collectible. It's supposed to sit there and collect dust. Yeah, no, I can't remember anymore. Yeah, they're not toys, mother. Get it right. The true weeb experience. Okay, so here's a funny story. I don't own any like actual anime figures, like the scale size figures. Those are very expensive, especially not like the crane game ones, like the cheaper ones. I have a couple of those, but like the actual figures that cost hundreds of dollars, I don't like to spend money on them, but I really wanted this Xiao figure from Genshin Impact, and they were selling it over in China. And if you didn't know, my dad lives in China. He works over there, and I was like, oh, can you get this for me and just like bring it over the next time you come to visit? And this was during like pre-orders where you don't pay for the full price. The full price of the figure. And he saw it and he was like, oh, okay, sure. It's not too much money. I can get it for you. And I was like, great. I bamboozled him so hard, okay? I like bamboozled him so hard. When the figure was actually released, they came for him and they demanded more money, and it was an absurd amount of money. He was like, really? This much money on a toy? And I was like, yeah, well, you already paid for like the down payment, basically, you know? Like, it's like buying a house. You can't just like take back the deposit now. So he did end up having to pay for the rest of it. And I did end up getting my figure. It was just a couple $100, you know? It wasn't like crazy or anything. But that was a couple of years ago, and I was like, ooh, Genshin Impact! I love Genshin Impact! Yeah, just a teeny tiny scam. Don't tell anyone. You are so strong. Thank you. I am really good at swindling my father, aren't I? Do you still play Genshin? I log in every once in a while. I like really want to keep playing it, but it's just so hard to get back into it and to like catch up with everything that I missed. I don't dislike the game. I actually quite like it. I like the story a lot. I like the characters a lot. I don't even mind the gameplay. It gets repetitive, but I don't like very difficult games. I would never play difficult games like Elden Ring. Like, no, fuck that. So Genshin was nice. And I don't know, I have a lot of really, really fond memories of Genshin because it came out during COVID, and I reconnected with a lot of like my I want to say childhood friends, but they weren't like really childhood friends. Like, I reconnected with a lot of middle school and high school friends that I had grown apart from, and we played a lot of Genshin together, and it was a really, really good time. It was so much fun. So when I think of Genshin, I think upon it very fondly, and I always think it would be so nice to get back into it. Honestly, the story seems to be really picking up, and I'm quite interested. I'm intrigued, but just knowing that I've put it down for so long, and there's been like a billion patches since I've last played consistently. Oh, it really discourages me from going back. Oh. Yeah, I stopped halfway through Sumeru because I didn't want to play a Scaramouche's story quest. I didn't want to progress through the story because I really like Scaramouche. Scaramouche is my favorite character, and I like Wanderer as well, but I'm a bigger fan of Scaramouche, and I'm in the percentage of people who have this really terrible habit of not being able to continue or finish games or like TV shows if I know it's going to be over. Like, I never finished Persona 5. I'm literally like at the boss, and I can't finish it because if I finished it, I will lose all my Persona 5 friends that I made in the game. Like, the NPCs, I would not have them as my friends anymore. So I refused to finish that game. I also refused to finish a lot of TV shows. I refused to finish reading books. So I stopped playing Genshin because I was at the point where I was going to finish Scaramouche's story, and I was like, I can't do this. So here I am now, guys. Like, with my Pokemon games as well, I finish the main story and then I buy the DLC, but I refuse to actually play through the DLC story because I'm so sad that the game's gonna be over, you know? Like, I still haven't played through the DLC for Scarlet and Violet because I'm just not mentally prepared. I can't do this. For those of you who don't know, I love Bleach. Like, Bleach is my favorite series ever. I read the manga like 50 billion times, and I have been waiting for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc for years. I knew it was gonna get animated one day, and when they announced that it was gonna be animated, I was so excited. I watched all of the first 2 seasons, and then season 3 came out, and that was when Chair Eisen finally got his screen time, and I have been waiting for Chair Eisen since I was a wee lad, okay? You know that grip that anime characters have on you when you're 12 and then they just never leave you? Yeah, that's Eisen to me, and I've been waiting for Chair Eisen since I was just a wee little guy, and now that he's here, I did not watch that season. I refused to even touch that season, and it's been out for like a year now, I think, and I just can't bring myself to watch it. No, I refuse. I've been waiting for this for so long. If I watch it, then it's over. I will have nothing else to look forward to ever in my life, okay? And I can't have that. I can't have that. Not even a crumb. I refuse. I refuse. I think the same thing is going to happen when Jujutsu gets animated and the thing with Gojo happens, and I think I will just simply ascend and pretend like that does not exist. I will just ignore it because that is what I do with all of my problems. It's a little depressing when I think about it, but been doing it my whole life, so I mean, I read it. Like, I finished the entire series. I'm okay with reading something and finishing it if I know, like, there's gonna be more of it in the future and I can look forward to more of it, right? Like, I can read the manga and know that, okay, the anime is gonna come out, so I can keep looking forward to that. But if I don't have anything to look forward to, I will die. And I am not joking. It's not very good. Don't do that. You should just enjoy the things that you enjoy without worry that it's going to end one day. I simply have mad attachment issues, even to the NPCs in Persona 5. Don't be like me. It's not normal. P5 Strikers is good, getting the gang back together vibes. Really? Okay, wait. That might make me more inclined to finish the game. Or like at least replay the game, because at this point it's been so long, I don't even remember what happened. Just believe something like JJK's Shippuden is going to exist in the future. Maybe this is why I like Boruto so much. It's because it extends Naruto, and now I know that Naruto is never going to leave me, ever. Very fun. Strikers is good? Okay. That makes me a little bit happy. Does the Persona 5 phone game like actually have the OG cast in it, or is it just new people? Need to gas at yourself that there's going to be a sequel eventually for all series. That's exactly what I did with Bleach, and it happened. I instead have attachment issues to anime girls on the internet. Okay, I feel like that's not even like crazy because I don't know, you're talking to an actual person. I, on the other hand, am making up crazy scenarios in my mind for people that do not exist and will never exist. So we are not the same. So you won't watch the last season of JJK when it comes out? I don't even know if I want to watch this coming season. The culling game doesn't really interest me. It was a whole ton of blabbering. I want to see my son Yuta in action. I think Yuta is incredible. I'm a big Yuta fan. I think I'll watch at least his fights, but I don't know. I'm kind of whatever towards the rest of the calling game. Mm. Sarah is asserting her dominance in the realm of unhealthy attachments. That is not true. I'm just telling you guys how severely mentally ill I am. I get too immersed in video games, but to the point where even the ending is thrilling. I mean, I feel like that's a normal thing to go through, right? Like you play the video game and then the ending is satisfying. You feel like you've accomplished something, right? If you want, you can always go back and play it again. I feel like that's what normal people experience. Like, yeah, that was a fun experience. That was really cool. The ending was satisfying. I had a good time. But for me, I'm like, if I finish this, I'm gonna lose all my NPC friends. Yes, I also refuse to finish shows because that empty feeling inside cannot deal with it. I just, even if it's a show that I didn't like necessarily really enjoy, like Supernatural went on for like so long. I don't even remember how many seasons it had, like 18 seasons. I started watching it when I was like a kid, right? And then eventually it just became kind of like an obligation. It wasn't even good anymore, but because I've been watching it for so long, I was like, okay, I may as well like watch the new seasons as they come out. But even then at the end I was like, oh my god, it's over. I can't do this. Like, I didn't even really care for it, but I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna end it all. Okay, but Scooby Natural is really silly. Joestar, you're so right. Okay, Supernatural has some really, really good gems within their really, really repetitive seasons. Like, some of the seasons are good, I'm not gonna lie. But most of the seasons are quite... But sometimes they pop off with a silly episode here and there. Oh my god, what was your first video game, Mimy? Yeah, COVID really fucked up the finale of Supernatural, which is really sad. I feel like it could have been so much more. It wasn't as fulfilling as I guess longtime fans wanted it to be, just because COVID fucked it up. And a lot of the casts, they weren't able to even be there to film for the last couple of episodes. Which was sad, but it was even worse when it ended and I was like, damn, it's over just like that? I don't get that feeling of emptiness whenever I watch reality TV shows though, which is why I enjoy watching trash reality TV shows, because I cannot possibly attach myself to any of those terrible, terrible actors. I just watch it for the drama and move on, and if another season drops, I may or may not watch it, probably not, but I don't feel bad about finishing it. I don't know what that is, but if it made you cry, that must have been good, Mimy. Damn, you guys play a lot of video games. Ooh. I gotta branch out more from my 3 video games that I always play. Oh, speaking of video games, because of all of the time I had to spend at the hospital, I managed to finish my first playthrough of 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Have fun at work, crayons! It was so nice yapping. Have a good day. Oh, I've never even played Majora's Mask, honestly. And that was really silly. I really like the game. I don't know, I don't want to spoil anything, but I really liked it. But that's also because I'm a Danganronpa fan. I know what I was getting myself into. I know what I was going into, right? Like, you know what I mean. If you play Danganronpa, you know what I mean. But I don't know. I have a couple of like criticisms. They're not even like criticisms because technically I haven't finished the game. I just think it's a whole lot of work to play for that long just to finish a prologue or like a tutorial. You know, it was basically a glorified tutorial that was a very, 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 very long one. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But I wish we had more freedom. You know, like nothing crazy, but I wish like it didn't even have to like, I don't know, impact the outcome necessarily, but I wish we could have done a little bit more. It felt very much like they just wanted to hold our hand and that was it. Which I guess for the purpose of the game itself it was good, but I don't know how many people are gonna sit through playing the game over and over and over and over and over again, which is the point of the game. Yeah, I get it, but you know, casual gamers, are they really gonna do that? If they're not a die-hard fan of Danganronpa, are they really gonna sit through all of it? And I like the twists. I like the turns. I think they were all very like obvious, but I think it was for the purpose of it being a prologue tutorial kind of thing. So you're supposed to figure out the actual truth once you play it a little bit more. But I don't know. It's not really satisfying to sit there for like 30 hours and then just... Haha, congratulations! You finished the tutorial! Well, Danganronpa is more visual novel. I guess this one, Last Defense Academy, is also a visual novel, but it does have like an RPG aspect to it, which I like. There's a combat which is very simple. Like, it's compared to like Fire Emblem, the combat system is very simplified, which isn't bad, but I don't know. Digimon, Cyber Sleuth was really good. I finished the first one. I loved it. I got the second one. I started on the second one, but I didn't finish that one yet. But I loved it. It was a great game. Great game. Good night, Molkosh! Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sipol, okay, and happy birthday, Unaldo. Happy birthday! It reminded me of better finish it before Time Stranger drops. Oh yeah, there's a new Digimon game, right? Is it a sequel? Do I have to finish the second what's it called? Hacker's Memory? But 100 Line Last Defense Academy reminded me of the other Digimon game. The oh fuck. What was it called? It was the visual novel Fire Emblem game again. The one that was darker where characters die and you have to like pick their fate, pick the route, pick their fate. What the heck was it called? Oh yes, yes. Survive. Yeah. I liked Survive. I think it was a very interesting spin on Digimon. Like, you don't really necessarily delve very deeply into the deep dark Digimon world. So, huh? Accidentally dropped my phone and deleted your message. Yeah, that's exactly what happens with 100 Line Last Defense Academy. For Digimon Survive, I also only played through the first playthrough. I wanted to go back and play through it a couple more times, but it was just the same thing, right? Like, you sit through it for like 30 plus hours and they're like, actually the first playthrough didn't really matter, you have to go back and play it again. It's just like, oh my god, I was gonna play it again, but now that you're telling me to play it again, I kind of don't want to play it again. But they were both fun. I enjoyed Survive and Last Defense Academy. Very quirky. I think Last Defense Academy actually handles it a whole lot better because as far as I know, I'm not sure myself because I've only played through it once, right? As far as I know, that each route is actually really good and it's very much standalone. They're great routes with so much love and heart put into them. So I think it's worth playing the game over and over again. For Digimon, I Survive specifically, I don't know. I know that you can make certain choices to go down different routes, but I don't know how much it actually impacts the story. Maybe a couple of things change here and there. You can change the fate of a couple of characters, but I think that's about it. When it comes to Last Defense Academy, you get a lot more, I think. Well, Three Houses is different, right? Three Houses isn't like... They're like... I don't know how to describe it. It's... Three Houses, you get 3 different routes with very... I mean, technically 4. But it's all very different and standalone as well. You don't really have to go back and repeat much of anything, other than really just the beginning portion. This is pathetic clickbait and a AI model. I want to puke. Be real. What do you mean be real? And what do you mean clickbait? When am I... Oh man, the moderator did his job too fast. I could not troll the troll. This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Have you seen AI, my guy? Frozen Friend 96. Oh, 94. I can't fucking read numbers. Like, okay, first of all, sure. People who don't know what AI and art look like, okay, sure. People who don't know VTubers, maybe they do think that, AI, this is all AI, this is a robot. But like, where's the clickbait? What am I clickbaiting? My my title literally says ZATSU Let's Talk DONOTHON. My thumbnail is a picture of me with big words that says DONOTHON. Huh? What? Wait, where's the clickbait in the booba? My booba is literally on screen. It's not a clickbait when I'm showing you tits. You're right. My bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're not talking about Donothon anymore. This is clearly a clickbait. I know, he was just a really big fan of Donathons and I wasn't talking about it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm clickbaiting everyone. Oh, how will you ever forgive me? By actually hosting a donathon? No way. Ugh. Very funny. Yeah, I clicked for Donathon, but you're talking about video games and your AAI? You're not an AI, you're AAI? Oh my god. Chickle more and say Donathon very quickly. Okay, wait. I got this. Donathon. Whoa, Donathon. We're having this discussion about donathons. They're quite cool, aren't they? Sometimes you make a lot of money from them, and that's pretty pog when your community is so nice to you. My community is always nice to me. That's why we're talking about Donathon right now. Wow, Donathon. Oh my god, Donathon. Oh my god, this is not clickbait. I'm talking about Donathon right now. There you go. How we feeling, boys? What did you make me do? Donathon, when I don't see any donuts, that's because I eated them all. I lost. Wallet is getting looser. Don't tell us what you're feeling. Chat, the mod does not want to deal with it. I think the Donathon, I think we've decided the Donathon will start sometime in November. It'll be a celebration for my 1-year anniversary. We will have some suspect milestones and suspect goals up. We'll have merchandise as milestones as well. And we have quite questionable 69k Donathon goal, as well as some singing goals as well that are all stretch goals. So we're not gonna worry about the stretch goals, okay? I think as long as we are hitting the actual goals, I will be so thankful, so grateful. Like, I don't know. It's too early to like thank you guys, but you guys are really gung-ho about this. I just want to make it very clear that we don't have to go beyond the actual goals. I think that would also make my life much easier if we do not go beyond the actual goals. If we do not touch the stretch goals, that would make me really happy. Thank you. Good night, Mold! Thanks for making me mold tonight. Please clip that and use it on Twitter when you announce the Donathon. I will get shadow banned. Oh my gosh, Twitter is so mean to me. Like with the membership opening. Okay, that was also crazy, guys. Good night, Chia. Thank you so much for joining us. Sleep well. And with that, I am going to go take a quick pee. First pee of the stream at 2.5 hours. I think that's pretty darn good with considering how much liquid I've been consuming. I will be right back. Wait out for a little bit more, and then I will head off to bed as well. When a streamer usually says don't do something, we just do it anyway. I have to train you guys better, it would seem. Okay, I'm gonna go piss. While I'm gone, talk about your favorite donut. My favorite is any jelly-filled donut is my favorite. Okay, be right back.
Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat.
Hello. I have returned. JonJonH, Smoky, Thiago, Quackman. I know. Thank you guys so much for the pea soups. Yippee! Damn. Just reading through all of your favorite donuts, and now I really, really want donuts. But I haven't had donuts in so long. Oh man, I should get donuts. We'll get your favorite donuts. Quite excited. Hopefully, if all goes well, the Donathon coinciding with my anniversary will actually make for some pretty silly surprises. Fingers crossed that everything goes well and there's not a single hitch in any of my commissions. But you know, You know what happens on 1-year anniversaries? Yeah. Yeah. I'm really excited. I think you guys would really like it too. Lemon filled? I like lemon. I like lemon flavor. Anything. So yes, I do enjoy lemon filled. It's not my favorite, but it's not my favorite of jelly filled donuts, but it's still one of my favorites. Oh, I forgot a good maple donut. Okay, scratch that. So I think my favorite donut of all time is a maple donut, and then followed by any jelly filled donuts. We have to wait an eternity for it. Yeah, 2 months. Wait, not 2 months. 3 months. Oh my god, that's like more than 5. Am I Patrick? What does that mean? Let's see. What else? What else did I want to yap about? I had a couple of other things that I really, really wanted to talk about. It's like half my lifespan. Yeah, it's true. 3? It's almost bigger than 4. Definitely bigger than 5. Well, you know, nothing too exciting is going on. Can't really do much of anything with, you know, all the happenings happening. So, I don't wanna talk about sad things. I don't wanna get down in the dumps. Oh, for Ceravants, good news. Since I won't be streaming tomorrow, I do have a Ceravant video ready to go. It is a little bit, I think a little bit too suspect to post on YouTube. I'll figure out a different alternative before tomorrow. But I tried something new, and I don't really know how I feel about it. I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about it either, but you're my guinea pigs. My test subjects. So look forward to that. On Friday. Okay, so on Thursday, I have a collab with Miss Rhubarb. We'll be doing our split fiction collab. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish it, but we'll see how it goes. And then on Friday, I have an ASMR video coming out. This one is a little bit different from usual ASMR videos that I release. It's a little bit sillier. It is a beach episode, and you know, with beach episodes, it's for comedic relief sometimes. It's just to get the tension out of there. So it's gonna be kind of a silly one. So it's not a very serious ASMR video, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I actually have a whole lot of exciting things planned. Let me just check something really quick. Let me check the date. Okay. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm really excited. I'm having such a hard time just like not spilling spilling the beans on absolutely everything. I'm the worst person to keep a secret. I just want to share everything with you because I'm so excited, and when I'm excited, I want to share that excitement with you. I'm gonna explode. How do people do this? How do people like have so many fun things ready and then they just don't talk about it or mention it at all? Crazy. Yeah, we still have the 30K celebration stream to do. Thinking if we get news on what's gonna happen to my brother next, I'll probably be able to schedule a stream for the 30K celebration. I don't want to like say, okay, we're gonna celebrate 30K today and then not be able to make it, right? But as soon as we know what's gonna happen next, I think it's safe for me to schedule that. I want to schedule the members ASMR as well. Just forget about it entirely until later with a calendar reminder. But I'm so excited. How can I forget about something like that, huh? It's constantly in my mind. Calendar reminder is so silly. Oh, Game Master. That's pretty cool. I guess that makes sense. You got practice. Oh. 30K billion trillion kisses. Yeah, so last week the hospital he was originally in, they were like, okay, we have to, I guess because they're like more of a trauma center, they have to like keep patients who are, I guess, more urgently in need of like surgery and like care. So far, it doesn't seem like he needs any more surgery. He's just recovering. He still can't move on his own. He can sit up now, which is great, but he can only sit up with a brace on him because of his spinal injury. So it doesn't seem like we need more surgery for his spine as of right now, which is good. But yeah, he still can't move. So they were like, yeah, we can't keep him here at the hospital anymore, so either we're gonna have to release him so he can recover at home, or we figure somewhere else to put him. We figure out somewhere else to put him, right? And we were just like, well, you can't release him because we literally cannot take care of him at home. Like, what? He can't move, he can't get up, he can't go to the bathroom, like, what? And like, what if he takes a fall again, trying to walk on his own at home, or like, what, what? We were just so baffled, and they're like, yeah, sorry, there's nothing we can do, but we'll send someone twice a day, once in the morning, once at night, to help him get settled. I'm like, okay, so he's only supposed to pee like twice? Like, what are you talking about? He's like a big guy, like he's really tall. And right now my dad is at home, which is good. But even with my dad at home, we can't take care of him. Like, just to put that brace on, he needs 2 full, like, full-grown adult men. I don't know why I said it like that. He needs like 2 big adult men to like help him put the brace on. Like, we literally can't do it at home, and I don't know like how long my dad's gonna be staying for either, right? So we're like, excuse me, that's kind of like stupid. That's really, so they managed to like transfer him to a different hospital. So he's been there for a couple of days now, since last week. But now this hospital is also like, okay, we need to discharge him. And we're like, Okay, but we're facing the same issue. He still can't walk. Like, he can't even get up. He can't even sit up on his own. What the fuck are we supposed to do at home, right? And now we don't know. We're still waiting to see, like, can he stay a bit longer at that hospital? Will beds open up at a different facility? So spend the last couple of days like going around checking out like different centers, different facilities to see if we were able to get him in anywhere, but fingers crossed. We still don't have any definitive news. But once we know what's going to happen next, I think it'll be a little bit easier on us. Like, if he has to come home, he has to come home, right? Like, nothing else we can do. It is what it is. But for now, since we don't know yet, we're still scrambling. I know I didn't really want to talk about this, but it's kind of hard not to give an update. But he is recovering. It is good that he doesn't need any further surgeries, at least for now. He's gonna have, I think, more x-rays and scans done on him in the next week or two. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh man. I know this is so depressing. I'm sorry. Good night, Harper. Thank you for dropping by. Water time. Hydrate. But I think everyone's doing a lot better at home. My mom is still, sometimes she still gets really low, but it's understandable. I think she's doing a lot better now than she was a couple weeks ago. I am doing what I can to get my life back on track. I want to stream more. I want to... I don't know. I don't even know what I want right now. I just want things to be okay again, and it is so difficult. But you guys are a good bunch of people. I love talking to you guys. I love vapping with you guys. Sometimes I feel a little bit bad putting all of this pressure on you. It's not your responsibility, you know? But I appreciate it. I appreciate the time, the energy, and also just the mental capacity that you are setting aside for me. I know when it comes to like such depressing and traumatic experiences that not everyone can always handle that, right? So I don't want to put too much of that on you. It's not fair. You're here for entertainment, not to be my therapist, or to be honest, not even to be my friend, right? But it does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Doing what I can to get things back on track, and if all goes well, hopefully it'll turn out okay. Stop. You guys are gonna make me cry, and I don't want to cry, so I'm gonna pretend like you guys didn't say anything, and I'm gonna talk about something else now. Like, Mega Dragonite and Mega Victory Bell. Oh, those silly billies. I love them very much. I know people are like up in arms about, oh, these Pokemon Mega Evolutions aren't cool enough. But I think we must all have a little bit of whimsy in our lives. And if you're complaining about it, then you simply don't have enough silly in you. Didn't fall back to Venus. That is true. I already talked about Venus once. I used up my daily allotted Venus talk. They are so whimsical. Oh my gosh. They're so stupid and so derpy looking. They really like... I think it's really cool. The designs, they put a lot of thought into it because the Mega Evolutions, they're meant to like enhance what the Pokemon is originally, right? And Victory Bell and Dragonite are the stupidest looking, derpiest boys I have ever seen in my life. And I just think it's wonderful. I think it's perfect. I think if they release like a super edgy Dragonite or a Victory Bell, I would be like, the fuck is this shit, bro? Like, I'm sure they're gonna release like edgier and like cooler megas in the future. I think they have a ton of those already, honestly. Sorry, I was adjusting my microphone. Did that break your ears? But I hope they release a couple more silly ones. I hope like... I know that's gonna make people so upset, but I love them so much. I just... I want silly Pokemon! I don't want any more Charizard forms, please! I've had enough of Charizard! I think I've actually seen a lot of the leaks. I know, don't spoil it. I know some people don't like to be spoiled. I don't really care because eventually, before I play the games, I like to plan out my teams anyway, right? I don't go into Pokemon games blind. I like to pre-plan my teams. So I always end up having to Google the Pokédex for each game anyway, right? So I've seen a couple of like the leaks, which I think are quite on point so far. But if we're not going off of those, what Mega would I like to see next? I think I would like to see a Mega Blissey, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe even a Chansey. I know that's weird. I don't think they would give Chansey a Mega. But I think an egg would be so silly. I love Blissey so much. Just give me another reason to use Blissey. But I don't even know if that Pokemon's gonna be in the game. But that's a Mega I would like to see. Egg would be so cute. It would go so hard. I want a silly one so bad. What's your favorite type of Pokemon? Like Pokemon type? I really like fairy type Pokemon just because they're all pink and cute. But I also really like ice type Pokemon as well. Yeah. Mega Dunsparce would go so high and just continuously make him longer and longer and longer and longer. I'm like not a big fan of the starter choices, I'm not gonna lie. I understand why they didn't put Cyndaquil in this game because Cyndaquil was in Legends Arceus, and yes, I'm gonna call him Arceus till the day I die. I don't know. I just don't like how it's freaking Totodile and Chikorita, but with a random ass Tepig. Like, why? Don't put them together. Come on, if you're gonna put them together, you have to keep the original trio together, or else I'm gonna feel bad about it. Just gonna separate Tepig from all his friends and Cyndaquil from all his friends? Ugh. Yeah, they broke the squad up. If you're gonna break the squad up, at least break it up fully. You know what I mean? I know Cyndaquil was my favorite out of the out of the trio, but got put on a list. Shut up. I honestly think like the Let's Go games were pretty fun. I understand why they didn't end up making more of those, but they were quite enjoyable, and I think I wouldn't have minded like more Let's Go games. I don't know if they would give a Mega to Poltegeist, right? I think that Pokemon's way too new for a Mega. The ice cream Pokemon though, that would go hard. Just turns into even more cones. I think I might end up using Chikorita. I don't know. Originally, I was like, okay, I'll probably pick Totodile. But I feel like so many people will pick Totodile, right? I'm not even considering Tepig. I'm so sorry, guys. I love Tepig. I think Tepig is cute. But I am not an Emboar fan. Like... I don't like that man. Oh, don't come close to me. You're scaring me. I feel like he would bash me over the head and I would die. I don't know why I really like Tepig. I don't know, I feel violence within him, and that scares me. Okay, but the shiny does look really cool. Okay, I'll give you that. Obviously, if it was a shiny, I would pick it, right? You know, like the Scarlet Pokemon? Like all of the new Scarlet Violet Pokemon? Or just the starters? Because I absolutely adore the Paldea starters. I think they're so cute. Like all of them. Even Quaxley was originally, I was like, eh. But even that little duck eventually grew on me. Get the $200 version, you get a shiny guaranteed. Are you lying to me? You're gonna get my Nintendo Switch bricked up, aren't you? I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know, aren't like starters normally shiny locked in the beginning? Are you able to shiny hunt the starters? Don't question mark me. I don't know, I've been getting like advertisements from like Temu. It was like, oh my gosh, do you want Nintendo game? And then it shows me like, I don't know, Mario Odyssey or something. $0 Nintendo game. Come to Temu. And I was like, this seems like it would brick me up. Yay. Oh, so starters aren't shiny locked in the beginning? That's crazy. Huh. Wow. So we can actually shiny hunt for starters, just like soft reset in the beginning? Damn. That'll go kind of hard. I don't know if worth though. I think I would be way too eager to play the game. I do always end up shiny hunting at the... Well, this isn't really like a mainline Pokemon game, right? This isn't the next mainline Pokemon game, so I guess it's a little bit different. But if I finish it, I will end up shiny hunting. I always end up shiny hunting. At this point, if you're taking a risk, might as well pirate it. I guess that's true. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to play the Pokemon game on release because I refuse to play that game on my Nintendo Switch 1, which means that I will have to get the Nintendo Switch 2, but, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna get the Nintendo Switch 2 because of everything that's been happening, so, sucks to suck, bozo! No Pokemon for me! But I guess it's fine. It doesn't really matter if I play immediately at launch. I will feel the FOMO. I will cry when the spoilers start appearing on my timeline. But I will be very strong and very brave about it. Shiny Honey stream, aka yet another Pokemon stream that is 99% yapping about League. Okay, speaking of League of Legends, guys, have you guys seen the new T1 skins? Yeah, wait for the performance patches. Yeah, that's definitely why I'm not getting a Nintendo Switch 2 and the Pokemon game immediately. Totally. I'm just waiting for it to improve first. The Yone! Oh my god. Yone hitting the faker pose? I did not know I needed that in my life. I saw that first thing when I woke up this morning and my jaw just like dropped. I don't even care about the prestige Silas skin for faker. That Yone pose? Oh. He hitting the faker pose! I also really like Gumayushi's animation where he did the croissant thing where he was like, "It's good!" That was really silly. I like how they included Owner's aura farming with his jacket on like his shoulders. He never wears his jacket like properly. He wears his jacket like Levi wears his jacket. Yeah, the Owner jacket. I thought you went to bed, by the way, Harper. Oh, that was so cool. I feel bad that Kiria still didn't get his Lux skin, so I guess he just has to win again this year, and hopefully play Lux this year. I don't know. I believe it. I think Doran can do it. My Kruglord Doran, I believe. I don't know. LPL just has to take out Genji, and then it's all smooth sailing. As long as LPL can take out Genji, T1 is unstoppable. So we just have to call up LPL. But yeah, the skins are really good. I'm really, really happy with the skins. I was like, oh, how are they gonna top last year's skins? Because if the skins from last year were really good too for T1. But I don't know. I like this year's skins a lot too. Nar's really cute, really silly. But I don't know. We don't talk about Zeus in this household. I can't I can't take it emotionally. My Zofguk. Now it's Dofguk. Yeah, Zeus who? Your brother being a shithead too. Understandable. Typical of brothers. I haven't been watching League this season. Like, normally I would at least like tune into some T1 matches for LCK, but I don't know, I haven't watched a singular LCK game this season. Something is wrong with me. Probably because of my life, but I don't know. I don't think T1's doing really well, are they? Because I'm subscribed to T1's Twitter, and every time I get like a tweet from T1, it's always like,
"We lost. Sorry, we'll do better next time."
Hi, Crazy. Hopefully you feel better soon. But I don't know, they were kind of balling at MSI. Like, Doran was playing really well. Of course, they lost to Genji, and they always lose to Genji. I'm like not even surprised. This is why LPL has to destroy Genji. What do you mean go watch MSI? Like, in person? I totally did not do that. You watch Cager's YouTube videos? Oh my god, you don't even watch the actual streams, you watch like the clips and stuff? It's really sad how like Caps' team just like shat the bed so hard at MSI. I felt so bad for him. He was trying so hard to play the fucking game, and every single match, like, was it Broken Blade? Like, I don't know, they're like jungler and top lane were just so ass. Are they looking better now? Well, that's because they're fighting, like, domestically. That's why they look better now. Like, no one else in EU looks good, so... Yeah, I think most people only watch, like, Worlds. That's the only thing that really matters. I don't know. I think Caps is a really good player, and he's really silly too. But like, oh, man, he needs to go to a different region. Like, I'm not even kidding. He needs to go to NA even. Like, it's so doomed. It's so doomed. Oh, I mean, I guess technically LCS is no more. My phone is freezing. Why? Let's ruin him. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do you have against Caps? What happened to LCS? I don't even know what they're called anymore, but they merged with all of America, right? I was never really into LCS, but so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they merged all of America, so they changed their name. It's no longer LCS. Let me Google this. Nobody knows what I'm talking about because nobody plays League of Legends. Ah, LTA. JonJonH knows what I'm talking about. Let's go. And then like the viewership has dropped so much. I like understand, right? Compared to like the TSM days, you obviously can't compete with that, but it's just so sad to see. Yeah, it's LTA now, and it's kind of a shit show. I have to sneeze. I'm losing it. I've lost my sneeze. The hell? I take my blessing back. Okay, fuck you too. Did you look up at a label? Does that actually work? I hope it comes back too fast for you to mute. What's wrong with you guys? Fuck you. What the fuck? Hey, next time I'll try it. Speaking of looking up at a light bulb, I don't know. I think recently my brain's just not working. It hasn't been working very well. But I went to walk my dog the other day, and it was really, really hot. And my mom was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so sunny today." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so sunny." And as I said that, I looked up directly at the sun. I was like, "Oh my god, I swear I'm gonna go blind now." Like, dead ass, I looked it straight. Oh, and I almost died. I don't know. Don't ask me why. It's like, "Yeah, mom, it's so sunny." Gets blinded. Like the fish looking at the bald Neptune head. Oh. Yeah, how dare you be so sunny? I'm just trying to walk my dog here. Gosh. It's true. Why even have eyes when you have ears? Trying to establish dominance on the silent face. Okay, that reminds me. This was when I was like, I don't know, a toddler, maybe 3 or 4. This was like a core memory. I was at my grandparents' place, and my grandparents didn't really care for me. Trauma dumping. They didn't really care for me, but they still watched me, but they kind of just let me free roam. And it was lunchtime, and I remember there was a pot on the stove. And what I did was I asked, "Grandma, when is lunch gonna be ready?" And she was like, "It's cooking right now, dear." And I was like, "Wow, that's so cool." And I just walked up to the pot and I touched it with my finger. I knew it was gonna be hot. But I was not aware how hot it was gonna be, and it was very, very hot. And then another experience. I don't know if this was before or after the pot, but it was at the same grandparents' place. Gonna be real with you. I don't know why my grandma allowed this to happen, but she lit a match for me, and she was like, "Look, this is a match. This is fire." And I was like, "Oh, it's hot, right?" And she was like, "Yes, it's hot." And then I touched it. And then I touched the flame, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, this is hot." Yeah. And this wasn't me. This was my brother. So, this was when my brother was young. So my brother was maybe, I don't know, younger than 5 probably. My mom was ironing some of my dad's work clothes, and she unplugged the iron already, but she was like, "Okay, don't come near this because it's hot. Let it cool down, okay?" And she put it like, she was really safe about it. She put it really like high up on a shelf so no one could reach it, right? And my brother was just like, "Okay," and he got up from off the couch and he ran towards the shelf. Like he fucking tackled the shelf, and the iron fell and burned him on the arm. It's like, what? I laughed really hard. He cried really, really hard. That was a really bad burn. It wasn't just like me, oh, let me touch the stove. Let me touch this match. He like, it like fucking fell on his arm. But I was like, oh my god, you're so fucking stupid. Oh. Oh my god, I know. I should have known. I think all of the warning signs were there to begin with. I don't know. I can't really blame him. I also touched fire twice, so... yeah, I can't really blame him. Well, for that incident, I can't blame him. But for this, oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we were moths, you know? Like, we're a family of moths. That's insane. Well, you see, that's where my memory gets a little bit fuzzy. I don't remember if I actually touched the pot or if I touched the flames of the stove. It could be either or. But I don't know. I think in how I remembered it was I wanted to touch the pot. But because I was short, I might have touched the actual fire. But I don't remember. I once held spaghetti over my sister's favorite shirt, being like, oh, I'm gonna drop it, ooh, and then accidentally dropped it. How old were you and how old was your sister? Because I would kill you so fast. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Like, genuinely? Why? Why would you do that? Gosh. That's so evil. You're evil. Beck, you're evil. I don't know. I also knew that fire was hot and I still touched it. I don't know why he ran it down at the shelf though. I think maybe like he was trying to go somewhere else. And he was just like not steady, you know, not steady on his feet. And he just fell and tackled it. Very funny. I don't know. Memory's a little bit fuzzy. I just remember it was really stupid and he got a really bad burn from it. Oh, man. We're having a whole ton, hey? Turn Canadian for a second. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It feels so cartoonish. That would be quite silly. Okay, I think we should wrap it up soon. So hard for me to say goodbye these days. What is wrong with me? Yeah, so look out for a Ceravant video tomorrow if you're a Ceravant. If not, I will see you on Friday. I will be at the premiere. Oh, I'm going to escape room for the first time this weekend. My friends were like, okay, Sarah, you have been depressed for far too long. Because I'm not gonna lie, the depression is kind of bad right now, guys. I haven't felt like this since I was in university. Anyway, that's not the point. But my friends are really sweet. They were like, okay, we're gonna get you out of the house and we're gonna do an escape room. And my first thought was, man, I don't want to go to an escape room. There's a reason why I haven't gone to an escape room with any of you ever. I've never been to an escape room. It's gonna be my first time. I just don't think I could handle it. I think I would mold so hard. Like, oh, I don't know. I would mold so hard. Thank you guys. I think I'm gonna grab some dinner. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming this weekend because I do have school. I have that outing with my friends, and then we're probably gonna be at the hospital a lot as well because no doctors are at the hospital over the weekend, so it's kind of just us. Panic? Why would I panic? Because everybody else is way more stupid than me. But no, not right now. I mean, this weekend. But I'm gonna try. I don't know. I want to stream. I always just want to stream so bad. Oh, next week, if all goes well, if we're able to move him into a different facility, then I'll try to schedule some streams. The 30K celebration I want to do. And the members ASMR, I want to do it as well. So, let's see how that goes. Fingers crossed that tomorrow goes well, though. Hopefully we receive some kind of news, even if it's not the news that we're looking for. Any news is better than no news. I got a really big yawn. You somehow missed the very obvious clue in there and we believed it? No! Why? Maybe your cousin is afraid of holes. Being afraid of hoes is a completely different thing, so I really wanted to emphasize the L. It's late, I'm hungry, and I'm eepy, okay? They do be a little bit scary. You know? You have to pick it up. I meant, like, pick the hole up. I'm not making it any better. And then, like, swing it down and, like, till the soil with it, you know? You know what I mean? Like, you could accidentally hit your toe. You could kill someone in it. It's quite scary. Yeah, we love farming in this household, but be safe, okay? Always use protection. Okay, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it all, actually. Ending it all right now. Gonna do some rapid fire kisses here. Oh wait, I think we got one more that I... Oh, hello. Alright. Thiago! Mwah! Smoky! Mwah! Hot chick! Mwah! Delta! Mwah! Sora! Mwah! Harper! Mwah! Mimy! Mwah! Tony! Mwah! Firemaker! Mwah! Exceed! Mwah! Bernie! Mwah! Chaotix! Mwah! mdem, JonJonH, Halhorn, Alec, Merv, Mike, Fox, Taco, Johnny, Ankuh, Smiley, Conjuvo, Noble, Nahuel, Desprock, Zing, John Nuclear, Brahma, Kitsune, Ice Dream, Shoei, Martin, Fue, Kawa, Toby, Beck, Alexi, Nico, Wive, Final, Widley, Kocho, Sweet, XR, Apple, Sawyer, Craig, Red Gear, Psycho, Slow, Soldoy, Blood Moon, Cairo,
Cockman.
Rabbit, David, Sniper, Emmanuel, Peach, Hello, Butter, Spicy Wings, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you so much for keeping me company. I feel so blessed to be your carbuncle, and I hope that you guys take good care of yourselves, okay? Take care of yourselves. Treat yourself to a little treat. You deserve it. Don't overwork yourself. For capitalism, not cool. We don't stand for that. And go easy on yourself, okay? You're incredible. You are capable of many, many wonderful things, even if you don't think so. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Drink lots of water. Yeah. I will see you soon. Hopefully we can still do our collab on Thursday with Miss Rhubarb. If that falls through, I'll just do a random stream. Maybe I can finally try to play Mystery Dungeon, guys. If not Mystery Dungeon, then maybe Uma Musume. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it'll be a chill day. We'll play a game. Alright, everybody. We'll be raiding into... Let's see. Let's raid into Terra. Yeah. She is playing Fallout 4. I don't think she's ending soon, so... Go say hi to my cousin for me, okay? She's super duper sweet, super duper cute, and she deserves lots and lots of support. Good night, everyone, or have a good day, everyone. I will see you all so soon. I love you, 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 I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Wait. One more thing, so people won't say that I'm clickbaiting. Donathon, 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 Donathon. Okay. Bye, guys. Mwah.